Welcome to Mindless Entertainment. My name is Jesse Milestone, and this is meant to offend. So if you're offended, good. Before we get into the meat of today's video, you might notice my voice is kind of not really here. It just does that sometimes. We're not worried. It'll come back probably. But anyway, today we are here to talk about the Peloton commercial that feminists are up in arms about because it's so sexist. And yes, it is sexist, but not for the reasons you might think. This commercial is sexist because for Christmas one year, a dude gets his wife a $2,200 stationary bike, and the next year for Christmas, she gets him a collection of videos of her using the bike. If this isn't a complete selfish, self-centered gift that just completely, assumes that the man has the responsibility to spend all of his money on her and that she has no responsibility to give anything back to him, then yeah, there you fucking go. That's sexism right there. That's not sexist. I don't know what is. So that's what I see when I see this commercial. I'm like, really? Does it seem all we see is her giving him these videos? It seems like the Christmas gift that she gave to him. So what a douche she is. Anyway, no. So the real deal here. If you're not familiar with this commercial, we kind of just went over it. Guy gets his wife a Peloton for Christmas. She videotapes herself using it over the course of a year. They watch it together at the end, and yay, hooray! I used the gift. You're welcome. Which, yeah, we all love when you use the gifts people get you. So everyone's freaking out and crying because, oh my God, he's obviously an abusive husband because he got a super thin wife and exercise machine because he just wanted her to be thinner because everything's about the patriarchy and enforcing unrealistic beauty standards on women. He beats her. Which is the most hilarious part because everyone's out there being 100% this guy's abusive to his wife. When do we make this jump? When do we make the conviction? This is really you gotta go deep to try to be the patriarchy on this one. You gotta really stretch for this. So when do we just feel really comfortable making that jump to oh, this man does something that we feel represents traditional masculinity that we think is harmful, and so therefore he probably beats his wife. Can we talk about how fucked up it is to just jump from A to B immediately? Oh, this person's a one vaguely sexist thing one time. They probably kill babies. This is the kind of mental gymnastics, and it happens. You see it all the effing time. This person expressed a problematic opinion on race and gender, so therefore they're a Nazi. The sensationalizing of little tiny things, the blowing them out of proportion, and sticking labels to people is just utterly insane. It's nonsense. But obviously, how should I know? I'm sticking up for the patriarchy, so I'm literally a Nazi. It's fine. I murder all the Jews, including, me and my family members. It's totally logical. That's definitely what happens. It blows my mind. It's totally, can we not think of any other explanation for why, her husband spent $2,200 to get her an exercise machine? Because this is the funny part to me. This is the really funny part to me. Everyone who made the immediate assumption that he bought her an exercise bike because he's supporting the patriarchy is actually doing the very thing they're accusing this commercial of doing. They are so mentally entrenched into patriarchy and this system that's so evil that the only thing they can see is the body image, is the skinny woman exercising to get skinnier, because obviously women only ever exercise to get skinnier. That's the perspective you're peddling here. If you're saying this commercial is problematic, it's because you're also saying the only reason you can imagine why a woman would exercise on a stationary bike is to be thinner, which means your only conception of women doing things like exercise is for their body image, which means you are actually supporting the patriarchy and your problematic you body and woman issues, blah, blah. Lots of people exercise because it's fucking good for you. Having good cardiovascular endurance and positive heart health has nothing to do with being thin. I exercise a lot. I'm not thin. I'm not super skinny. Skinny people exercise too. Just because you're thin, that's this idiotic notion that just because you're skinny, just because you're thin and fit looking, oh, you don't have to exercise. God forbid you should exercise. You're already thin because literally everything is about body image. Or do you morons not understand that there's a difference between your appearance and your health? You can be as thin as a rail, and you can have high cholesterol and no cardiovascular endurance. These things are very possible. They happen all the fucking time, every day. So in what universe is it a bad thing to want to exercise? And the immediate assumptions, oh, the evil man bought this for her to make her skinnier because he's abusive. Maybe she asked for it. Maybe it was something she clearly, based on the reaction that she has in the trailer, is very excited to receive a stupid, expensive stationary bike. So maybe it's something that she wanted. God forbid the already skinny woman should want to exercise. So this is again where you get to bullshit, because no, we can never fat shame people. We can never shame women because of their bodies unless their bodies are already skinny, in which case shame away. Shame her for wanting to exercise. Shame her for wanting to be fit. Shame her for committing to a schedule and working hard for in the interest of her health and her fitness. Shame her for that. Shame on you. You're already skinny. You shouldn't run around flaunting how good you already look by doing things like exercising. No. And you know what? Maybe that's what she's doing already. Maybe this commercial is about how she's been so incredibly shamed by evil psycho-feminists like you that she stopped going to the gym, that she needed a Peloton so she could exercise in the comforts of her own home, because she got sick of going to the fucking gym and having everyone be like, oh, look at you, you're so skinny, good for you, and harassing her and abusing her because the skinny girl's exercising. Well, I bet you had a salad leaf for lunch and that's it. Yeah. I don't know what a salad leaf is, but you know what? Use your imagination. So it just blows my mind how fucking stupid people can be about this stuff. Like, seriously, you're so narrow-minded and stuck in your own little track. It's the patriarchy, men are evil, oh my God, men are the worst, that you can't even see how your own outrage is actually supporting the exact thing you're railing against, you fucking moron. Also, as if this wasn't stupid enough to begin with, the guy, who by the way is my new hero from the Peloton commercial, has been getting hate for being in this commercial. Because, he is just a fucking dude trying to make it as an actor who got an amazing shot at a big national spot and is like, oh, hooray, this actually at least is going to put a lot of money in my bank, but also acknowledges that, like, as great as it was to do it, it gives me a little bit of visibility. It means literally nothing in the scope of his acting career. It's just one little step, and yay, hooray for me. Everyone's now being like, you're an asshole who abuses women. It's like, dude, even if there's a commercial on TV right now where somebody, it's like it's a streaming site, maybe it's a Hulu or whatever it is, it's for something in streaming, and the guy's like this evil Russian dude who's laser zaps one of his aides by accident, just murders like 2 people in this whole commercial. Do people harass him and be like, oh my God, you even Russian murdering murder face, you support the patriarchy by murdering people? No, because for some reason in that context, we're capable to not be fucking stupid. But the second we recontextualize something as the patriarchy, then every person attached to it is the devil. So this chick, lucky her, gets another commercial because, someone else decides to capitalize off of this controversy as well, because that's what people do. Ooh, you're having a controversy? We'll capitalize off it. We'll use your misfortune as a way to profit ourselves. That's totally normal. That's totally fine. Hey, honestly, realistically, that's what happens. That's what people do. So, not knocking her for doing this and getting this, this hit from it. Like, oh, yay, let's also, literally people were like, we need to find the woman who played her and reach out and make sure she's okay. She did a fucking commercial and she got paid thousands of dollars for it. If it was a sad commercial, she got paid tens of thousands of dollars for it. It's a fucking job. No one hurt her. She read lines. And the husband, was in this commercial for all of 5 fucking seconds. And people are like, you're an asshole. How could you? How dare you? He's like, literally, I got hired. My job was to read these lines for a camera. Fuck you, go away. That doesn't mean I beat women. What is wrong with you? But no, because he didn't refuse this role. He supports the patriarchy. Though, like I said, he is my hero because he changed his name on Instagram to Peloton Husband. So I love it. Oh my God. So anyway, if you're offended by this, that means you're an idiot who was probably offended by the Peloton commercial, in which case, beat your head against the wall until you knock some more sense into it, because obviously you're not braining correctly as it is. So do thinking better. And if you're not offended, then good. You might have thoughts. Maybe you suck. I don't know. Maybe you're not offended by it because you support the patriarchy and abusing women. Anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about because I read about this and I was like, no, that's dumb. So if you're not offended, I'll offend you more elsewhere. In fact, later, possibly today, depending on how my voice is doing, or tomorrow, I'm going to drop another Meant to Offend on Patreon. So if you're not familiar right now, a lot of my videos are going on Patreon right now because YouTube hates me, as evidenced by the fact that I turn on a live stream, and if it's live for more than an hour, the algorithm goes, oh my God, Jesse's ending the world, and I lose 15 subscribers for some reason. It's super fun. I love it. So anyway, make sure that you check out my Patreon and stuff, and you can also check out my other channel. We're on hiatus, but we're getting ready to put out new content for LA Cheesesteak Reviews, which is an awesome thing where we try to make it Find a decent cheesesteak in LA, largely fail. Hilarity ensues. You'll love it. And then don't forget to follow me on social media. On Instagram at Jesse Miles, at Mindless Entertainment, on Twitter at Jesse Milestone. And don't forget to follow the at Team Jesse fan account on Twitter. It's cool. Anyway, I'm going to go stop making words because my voice. God Empress out.